Welcome back to my channel. This is Randy back with another fragrance video, and now that the weather is starting to turn a corner outside, it's starting to get warmer, I don't have to wear a t-shirt outside and I'm not freezing my ass off. I wanted to do a video revolving one of my favorite spring fragrances, so without further ado, let's go.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out.
Welcome back. Thanks everybody for joining me today. I hope everybody's doing okay. So today, based on the thumbnail, you probably could have figured out what this video is on, but it's about a fragrance that I picked up last spring. It's a very versatile fragrance that can be worn pretty much all year round, but I find it best suits my skin in the spring months, especially right when winter ends. And this is from the house of Givenchy. It is Gentleman EDT Intense. For the presentation, you can see it's a black and blue gradient going down to the clear. Gentleman Givenchy. It has the black cap that holds up the bottle real nice. It's a nice glass sturdy bottle. It has a 1F01 as the batch code. The Givenchy logo's on the back and on the top of the cap. I'll waste a few sprays here for you and let it digest while I go over the note breakdown. Very nice atomizer. And then you have the basic box, but not going to really go over that because it's just a basic box. It's 100 milliliter, and again, it's EDT Intense is the concentration. So the note breakdown on Fragrantica says the top notes are cardamom, basil, and bergamot. The mid notes are iris and cypress, and the base notes are coumarin and cedar. Before I get into the opening here, I wanted to let you know that coumarin is interchangeable with tonka bean on other sites for this fragrance. Coumarin's just a naturally occurring chemical that's inside of tonka bean, cinnamon, different kinds of grass that give it that warm and spicy feel. But in this fragrance, I smell it as tonka bean. So off the opening, you get a nice green basil. The basil's mixed with an iris, but the iris isn't too heavy off the front. And then you also get a little bit of the cypress and the cedar, but those dissipate really quickly and they're not really prevalent either. So I'm going to concentrate more on the basil and the iris here. You don't really get any of the bergamot or cardamom. If you do get any bergamot, it's a slight citrusy note in the background, but I really don't get that much. Really what you get is a nice fresh basil, a nice iris, and they mix together to have a very nice masculine opening. It is a very fresh opening. It's a little bit powdery. It's a very, very nice opening. Once it dries down though, that is where the basil starts to go down and the tonka bean or coumarin starts to come up to really give you that warmth, and it mixes with this iris. And yes, there's a lot of iris fragrances out there, but the way that the Gentleman line does iris is completely different than anything else. It doesn't smell like anything else. People have asked me, what does it remind me of? Nothing. If it reminds me of anything, it would be the Eau de Parfum from this same line. But there's nothing in the Givenchy Gentleman line you can compare outside of its line. It doesn't smell like anything but Gentleman. So again, the woods notes go away, no cardamom, no bergamot. The basil starts to dissipate, and really what you focus on for the rest of the fragrance, all the way through hours 8 and 9, are the iris and that tonka bean. It's a warm, powdery, I explain it almost like a florally vanilla. That's really what it reminds me of. If I could pick anything, it would be a slightly masculine floral / vanilla warm fragrance that has this aromatic feel to it. As far as the sillage and the projection, it is a very moderate sillage and a very moderate projection for only a few hours. But what this fragrance really does is that it lasts a long time. It's an Eau de Toilette Intense. I would more say it's more along the lines of like a Parfum as far as how long it lasts. I'd say 8 to 10 hours. Although in the last 2 hours it pretty much dies down to a skin scent. It is a very nice fragrance. It lasts a long time. I get compliments on it from my wife all the time. It's one of her favorites. It reminds me of the type of fragrance like Azzaro Most Wanted. Not the way it smells, but how it can be used. It has the freshness, but yet it has that warmth and that powderiness to it. So if you like this type of fragrances, I would definitely pick this up. But again, it is Gentleman EDT Intense by Givenchy. If you guys like this content, please like and subscribe. Comment if you have anything else you want to say about this fragrance, and I'll be back with another video.